What if certain fruits could do far more than just taste sweet? What if they could actually help lower your blood sugar, repair nerve damage, protect your kidneys, and even support your heart and circulation in powerful natural ways? In this video, we're uncovering 6 healing fruits that many diabetics avoid or overlook. But scientific research tells a very different story. One of them improves sleep and fasting glucose. Another calms nerve pain and protects your arteries. You'll also uncover common myths people still believe about fruit and fun facts that reveal how these everyday foods can quietly transform your diabetic health. These aren't just low-sugar fruits. They're strategic, nutrient-rich tools for lowering A1C and protecting against long-term complications. Stay with me, because at the end, you'll also get expert bonus tips on how to combine, time, and prepare these fruits for maximum heart, nerve, and blood sugar benefits. First on list, kiwi. This fuzzy green gem may be small, but for people managing diabetes, kiwi is nothing short of a metabolic miracle. With a glycemic index of around 50 and a glycemic load of just 4 per medium fruit, kiwi earns its place as one of the safest fruits for blood sugar control. It delivers natural sugars in a slow, steady release thanks to its high fiber content, about 2.1 grams per fruit, and a unique enzyme called actinidin that slows down the digestion of carbohydrates. This mechanism helps prevent post-meal blood sugar spikes, a major concern for both type 1 and type 2 diabetics. But kiwi doesn't stop there. It packs 71 milligrams of vitamin C, almost 80% of the daily value, alongside 215 milligrams of potassium, 17 micrograms of folate, and small but meaningful amounts of magnesium and vitamin K. Together, these nutrients form a protective shield for blood vessels, nerves, and immune cells that are often under attack in diabetes. The vitamin C in kiwi also plays a key role in repairing microvascular damage caused by chronic high glucose levels, particularly in the eyes, kidneys, and extremities. Meanwhile, potassium works to relax blood vessels and reduce hypertension risk, which is critical in preventing heart and kidney complications. One lesser-known benefit of kiwi is its impact on nighttime glucose balance. Kiwi contains serotonin precursors that improve sleep quality, and better sleep has been directly linked to improved insulin sensitivity and overnight glucose regulation. In fact, a small study found that participants who consumed 2 kiwis 1 hour before bedtime experienced improved sleep duration and depth, resulting in lower fasting glucose levels in the morning. That's a hidden advantage for diabetics who struggle with high blood sugar at night or upon waking. Additionally, the antioxidants in kiwi, like lutein, zeaxanthin, and polyphenols, neutralize free radicals that contribute to nerve inflammation and beta cell destruction, which can worsen insulin resistance over time. Here's a fun fact. Kiwi contains more vitamin C than oranges, ounce for ounce, yet has nearly half the sugar. For a blood sugar-friendly snack, try this. Slice 1 ripe kiwi, mix it with 1/2 cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt, add a few crushed walnuts, and sprinkle with cinnamon. This combo delivers protein, healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants, all in one healing bowl. As for portion guidance, 1 medium kiwi, about 2.6 ounces, is ideal for a single serving. Stick to 1 to 2 fruits per day to keep your carb intake in check. And here's a smart tip. Store unripe kiwis at room temperature until they soften, then move them to the refrigerator where they'll stay fresh for up to a week without losing their nutrient potency. Now stay with me, because the next fruit tastes like tropical candy, but its power to reduce blood sugar spikes and protect your kidneys and nerves will surprise you. Second on list, guava. This tropical fruit tastes like dessert but heals like medicine, especially for those managing blood sugar. Guava has an impressively low glycemic index of about 31 and a glycemic load under 5, which means it causes minimal spikes in blood sugar after eating. But what sets guava apart is its exceptional fiber content. 1 raw guava, weighing roughly 2.5 to 3 ounces, contains about 9 grams of fiber, nearly 32% of your daily value. That's more fiber than a bowl of oats. And fiber, especially the soluble kind found in guava, slows down carbohydrate absorption, helping diabetics maintain more stable glucose levels throughout the day. In addition to fiber, guava is one of the richest fruits in vitamin C, offering over 376 milligrams per fruit. That's a stunning 419% of your daily value. Vitamin C not only boosts immune defense, but also helps reduce inflammation in blood vessels, a key factor in preventing heart and kidney complications in diabetics. Guava also contains potassium, magnesium, folate, and small amounts of manganese, minerals essential for nerve function, insulin response, and cardiovascular regulation. Guava supports multiple diabetic complications at once. The magnesium and vitamin B6 in guava help soothe damaged nerves and may ease diabetic neuropathy symptoms like tingling and burning. Its antioxidants, including quercetin and lycopene, protect pancreatic beta cells from oxidative damage and improve insulin signaling, especially in those with insulin resistance. One fascinating benefit lies in its pectin, a natural gel-forming fiber that not only controls post-meal glucose, but also binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract, helping lower LDL and total cholesterol levels. Research shows that regular guava consumption may reduce A1C levels by up to 8% in type 2 diabetics. Here's a common myth. Many assume guava is too sugary because of its sweet taste. But gram for gram, it contains less sugar than an apple and more blood sugar balancing fiber than almost any common fruit. For a refreshing diabetic-friendly recipe, dice one fresh guava and mix with a few drops of lemon juice and a pinch of pink salt. This not only enhances taste but also boosts iron absorption, a major plus for diabetics with fatigue or low hemoglobin. As for storage, keep unripe guavas on the countertop until they soften slightly. Once ripe, transfer them to the fridge in a paper bag to preserve their nutrients and aroma for up to 4 days. When buying, look for guavas with a yellow-green skin and a slight give. They're at their peak when fragrant but not mushy. Here's a pro tip. If you're blending or juicing guava, always include the pulp. That's where the fiber lives, the very thing that slows sugar absorption and keeps your glucose curve steady after meals. One precaution: the seeds inside guava are edible but can be hard on sensitive digestive systems. If you experience bloating or discomfort, try straining the seeds or chewing them thoroughly to ease digestion. Now stay with me because the next fruit is rare, rich in unique antioxidants, and surprisingly powerful when it comes to blocking sugar spikes and healing your nerves from the inside out. Third on list, mulberries. These sweet tart berries may look delicate, but they offer heavyweight benefits for diabetics. Mulberries have a glycemic index of around 25 and a glycemic load of just 5 per half cup, making them one of the safest fruits for maintaining stable blood sugar levels. Just half a cup of raw mulberries provides about 2.4 grams of fiber, nearly 9% of your daily value, and only 30 to 35 calories, making them ideal for glucose-friendly snacking. But what truly makes mulberries stand out is their unique compound called 1-deoxynogeromycin, or DNJ. This natural glucose blocker inhibits an enzyme in the gut that breaks down carbohydrates, which helps slow sugar absorption and reduce blood sugar spikes after meals. In fact, recent research shows that regular mulberry intake can lower fasting blood glucose by up to 9%, making it a promising natural ally for diabetics managing insulin resistance. Nutritionally, mulberries also bring a wide spectrum of healing compounds. They contain about 10% of your daily value for iron in just half a cup, critical for diabetics who experience fatigue, anemia, or frequent infections. You'll also get 15% of your daily value for vitamin C, plus trace minerals like manganese and magnesium that help protect nerve endings, support insulin signaling, and balance electrolyte levels in kidney tissue. Antioxidants like resveratrol, anthocyanins, and rutin present in mulberries go even further. They reduce nerve inflammation, lower blood pressure, and protect delicate retinal vessels from diabetic damage. The anthocyanins in particular give mulberries their deep purple-red color while working to reduce oxidative stress across the cardiovascular system. This helps guard against plaque buildup, stroke risk, and endothelial dysfunction, all of which diabetics are more prone to. Here's something to keep in mind. If you're buying dried mulberries, always check the label. Many brands add extra sugar, which can triple the glycemic impact. The best choice is unsweetened, sun-dried mulberries, and even then, limit your portion to a quarter cup and pair them with a protein like almonds or a spoonful of peanut butter to blunt glucose absorption. Here's a fun fact. Mulberries were once so prized in ancient Chinese medicine that they were reserved for emperors as a brain and liver tonic. And now modern science confirms their protective effect on neural tissue and metabolic balance. For a diabetic-friendly recipe, blend 1/2 cup of fresh or frozen mulberries, a perfect single-serving portion, with 1/2 cup unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. This low-glycemic smoothie delivers fiber, antioxidants, healthy fats, and slow-digesting energy to keep your blood sugar stable for hours. For storage, fresh mulberries should be kept in the refrigerator and eaten within 3 days. They're very fragile, so store them in a shallow container with paper towels to absorb moisture. If you can't find them fresh, frozen mulberries retain most of their nutritional value and are available year-round in many U.S. health food stores. By the way, where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments. I'd love to see how far this diabetes healing journey is reaching. Now let's move to a soft, juicy stone fruit that doesn't just taste amazing. It can actually ease nerve pain, protect the eyes, and help lower post-meal blood sugar when eaten the right way. Fourth on list, plums. Soft, juicy, and naturally sweet. Plums may not always be at the top of diabetic grocery lists, but they absolutely should be. With a glycemic index of around 40 and a glycemic load of just 5, plums release sugar slowly into the bloodstream, avoiding the glucose spikes that can damage blood vessels and nerves. One medium-sized plum, about 2.5 ounces, contains just 7 grams of natural sugar, 1 gram of fiber, and only 30 calories, making it a smart, compact fruit choice for blood sugar control. But it's the compounds in the skin and flesh that truly make plums special. Plums are rich in chlorogenic acid and neochlorogenic acid, powerful polyphenols that not only reduce blood glucose levels, but also block the production of advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which are responsible for much of the cellular damage seen in long-term diabetes. These compounds help protect nerves, kidneys, eyes, and arteries from inflammation and oxidative stress. One plum delivers about 6.5 milligrams of vitamin C, 7% of the daily value, along with potassium, copper, and small amounts of vitamin K and manganese. The potassium content helps regulate blood pressure, supports fluid balance, and eases the workload on the kidneys, particularly important for diabetics with hypertension or early signs of nephropathy. Meanwhile, the skin of the plum, deep purple, red, or even black, is loaded with anthocyanins that fight nerve damage and improve blood flow to the retina and extremities. Studies have shown that plum extracts may help improve insulin sensitivity and even suppress hunger by affecting ghrelin, the hormone responsible for appetite spikes, especially at night. Here's a myth worth busting. Many people think plums and prunes are the same in terms of sugar impact, but they're not. While fresh plums have a low glycemic load, prunes, dried plums, are far more concentrated in sugar, and even a small handful can spike glucose levels if not paired carefully with protein or fat. Always choose fresh when possible. For a simple, diabetic-friendly snack, slice 1 medium plum and drizzle with 1 tablespoon of almond butter, then add a light dusting of cinnamon. This combination slows digestion, provides healthy fats, and supports better post-meal glucose control, all while satisfying sweet cravings in under 150 calories. Quick tip you'll want to remember. Always eat plums with the skin on. That's where over 60% of the antioxidants live. Peeling them means tossing away their most healing compounds. Store ripe plums in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. If they're still firm, let them ripen at room temperature in a paper bag until slightly soft to the touch. Never wash plums until you're ready to eat, as excess moisture can lead to quicker spoilage. Fifth on list, cranberries. Cranberries are usually seen as a holiday garnish or sugary juice, but when eaten in their natural, unsweetened form, they're one of the most therapeutic fruits for people with diabetes. With a glycemic index of around 45 and a glycemic load of just 3 per half cup of fresh berries, cranberries help stabilize blood sugar while delivering powerful healing compounds to the urinary tract, kidneys, heart, and blood vessels. A half-cup serving of raw cranberries offers about 2 grams of fiber, just 4 grams of natural sugar, and only 25 calories. Yet this small serving provides a powerful punch of nutrients. You get around 10% of your daily value for vitamin C, plus traces of vitamin E, manganese, and copper, all essential for immune defense, collagen repair, and glucose metabolism. What sets cranberries apart for diabetics is their high content of proanthocyanidins, specifically a type called A-type, which is rare in the fruit world. These compounds prevent harmful bacteria from adhering to the bladder wall, making cranberries a natural protector against urinary tract infections, UTIs, a common problem in diabetics due to glucose in the urine and weakened immunity. But that's just the beginning. These same antioxidants reduce oxidative stress in the kidneys, improve circulation to the extremities, and support endothelial function, which helps prevent artery stiffening and heart complications. Research even shows that regular cranberry consumption may lower fasting blood sugar and reduce markers of inflammation, like C-reactive protein, both of which are key for long-term diabetic health. Here's a fun fact. Unlike most fruits, cranberries naturally contain ursolic acid, a compound being studied for its ability to promote fat burning and muscle preservation while improving insulin sensitivity. That makes cranberries particularly useful for diabetics who are overweight or struggling with energy crashes. For a healing diabetic-friendly recipe, mix 1/2 cup of fresh cranberries with 1/4 cup diced green apple, a squeeze of fresh orange juice, and a pinch of cinnamon. Let it sit for 30 minutes so the flavors meld. It's a tangy, high antioxidant fruit salsa that supports immunity and blood sugar balance in one refreshing bite. Want to get the most from your cranberries? Try this. Lightly simmer fresh cranberries with a splash of water and cinnamon for 5 to 6 minutes. This softens their tartness without adding sugar, and the heat activates more of their antioxidant compounds, especially the anthocyanins. When it comes to storage, keep fresh cranberries in the refrigerator for up to 3 weeks, or freeze them in a sealed bag for up to a year without losing nutrients. Avoid dried or sweetened versions unless they're explicitly labeled unsweetened, as many commercial varieties contain over 20 grams of added sugar per serving. Sixth on list, green apples. Crisp, tart, and loaded with nutrients, green apples, especially Granny Smith, are one of the most blood sugar-friendly fruits you can add to a diabetic diet. They have a glycemic index of around 39 and a glycemic load of about 6 per medium fruit, making them far gentler on blood glucose levels compared to sweeter red varieties. One medium green apple, about 3.5 ounces, provides 4 grams of dietary fiber, 14% of your daily value, alongside just 14 grams of natural sugar and 95 calories. But what makes green apples so powerful isn't just their fiber, it's the type. Much of it is pectin, a gel-like soluble fiber that slows the absorption of sugars in the gut, helping blunt the spike in glucose that typically follows a meal. This fiber also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which improves insulin signaling and strengthens the intestinal barrier, critical for those with metabolic inflammation. Nutritionally, green apples deliver 8.4 milligrams of vitamin C, 9% daily value, 195 milligrams of potassium, and trace amounts of magnesium and vitamin K. Potassium supports vascular health by relaxing blood vessels and lowering the strain on kidneys, a key concern in diabetic complications. The antioxidant content of green apples, particularly catechins and quercetin, helps protect the delicate walls of blood vessels and nerve endings. These compounds reduce oxidative stress, improve circulation to the eyes and extremities, and guard pancreatic beta cells from glucose toxicity. Interestingly, green apples have also been shown to reduce appetite and slow the digestion of carbohydrates, which helps prevent nighttime cravings and the late evening glucose spikes that disrupt sleep. Here's a myth that needs to be retired. Some believe apples are too sugary for diabetics, but the truth is, the fiber and polyphenols in green apples actually help stabilize insulin response. Several studies have even linked daily apple intake with a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, by as much as 28% in certain populations. For a simple blood sugar-friendly snack, slice half a medium green apple and pair it with 1 tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter or a few raw walnuts. This portion-controlled combo delivers the perfect balance of fiber, healthy fat, and natural sweetness while keeping your glucose curve smooth and steady. Let's make this work smarter for you. Don't peel your apple. The skin holds the highest concentration of polyphenols and quercetin, especially in green apples. Peeling strips away much of the fruit's protective power against inflammation and oxidative damage. To store, keep apples in the refrigerator's crisper drawer in a breathable produce bag. Stored properly, they'll last up to 4 to 6 weeks without losing their firmness or nutrient content. If slicing in advance, sprinkle with lemon juice to prevent browning and preserve antioxidant quality. Bonus pro tips for diabetics about fruits. Before we wrap up, let's go over a few bonus tips about fruits that most diabetics have never heard, but can make a real difference in blood sugar control and long-term healing. The first is all about timing. The time of day you eat fruit can actually change how your body handles the sugar. Morning to early afternoon is when insulin sensitivity is naturally higher, and cortisol helps manage glucose more efficiently. That means eating fruits during this window, especially when paired with other whole foods, results in a much smoother glucose response. On the other hand, eating fruit late at night, especially by itself, can disrupt overnight glucose rhythms and contribute to high fasting blood sugar the next morning. Another powerful insight is how you pair your fruit. Most people grab an apple or a few grapes alone, but that can lead to a sugar surge. When you pair fruit with a small amount of protein or fat, like apple slices with almond butter or berries with plain Greek yogurt, you slow down digestion and flatten the glucose curve dramatically. This simple trick turns even higher sugar fruits into blood sugar-friendly snacks. One of the most overlooked aspects of fruit is the skin. The peels of fruits like apples, pears, and plums are loaded with antioxidants like quercetin and catechins. These compounds calm inflammation, protect nerve endings, and support insulin function. Yet many people peel their fruit out of habit, unknowingly tossing away its most therapeutic part. Keeping the peel, if it's washed and pesticide-free, is one of the easiest ways to boost the health benefits of fruit without changing your diet. Here's something surprising. Your body actually responds better to fruit after a little movement. If you take a light 10-minute walk after eating something like guava or kiwi, your muscles soak up more glucose, reducing the burden on your insulin and pancreas. This post-meal walk can turn fruit into metabolic medicine by improving blood sugar uptake exactly when your body needs it most. And don't assume that fresh is always best. Frozen fruits like cranberries, mulberries, or blueberries are often picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen within hours, locking in more antioxidants than fruit that's been sitting in a truck or on a shelf for days. As long as the frozen version has no added sugar, it can actually be more potent for healing than some fresh produce. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe for more natural diabetes solutions, and share it with someone who needs better blood sugar control today.